Hi and welcome to the latest instalment of Simply Lawrence, where you can subscribe, comment, share and be nice. So I hope you enjoyed last week's one, which was to do with speed awareness courses and avoiding them. Just ran out of breath because I've just run. So when you think of Apple, you may think of this, an apple. Now this is completely as far away you can get to Apple or Apple products as you can get. This is simple, cheap, tasty, hassle-free and available in most places. The only hassle you get with these is a little sticker. Your sticker. That one came off quite easy. Apple products, iPhones, iPads, iPods, iPids, the Apple Watch, or is it called Apple Watch or Watch? I do not know. You're like me, most of my time is spent messing about with them and I've had enough. So the news this week is basically that Apple are getting rid of the normal headphone hole that you plug your headphone into. Apparently this is called a 3.5mm headphone jack. Don't know why we should be asked about how much it is in millimetres, but anyway. Basically it's the thing you put all your stuff into, you know, your headphones and all that kind of shit. So we're going to phase them out. We're going to be using the lightning bolt adapter. Sounds like a JBug track. What this basically means on this new iPhone 7 is it is now January 2016 and that'll probably be coming out in September. Don't mess about. Get all your iPhones, all your leads, chargers and everything like that and chuck them in the bin. Bring them to the tip and just chuck them in, especially when no one's looking, because everything you bought to this point is going to be defunct history. So it's 3.5mm, so it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Uzi 9mm. So today I've had to get another pack code or put code for my new phone, or my unlocked phone, because I've changed from one company which are completely useless, I won't even go there, to another company which are probably going to be more useless. And before anyone asks, or not anyone's going to ask, I've got like a long john top, it could be Long John Lawrence. Keeps me nice and warm and snug in the bitter midwinter. So you've got your new iPhone and your new iPad, and let's face it, it's it's an amazing experience. People say that having a baby and all that is a good experience, but let's face it, unwrapping a new iPad, it beats that. Oh, you hold it in your hands, you hold it, you think, oh look at all these great things you can have, and then reality kicks in. You'll probably drop it after 30 seconds. The first thing you'll be trying to find is a case. This is called the Ballistic case, tough jacket, perfecting protection it's called, and so these are some of the features that they have. Protection against cracked screens due to corner drops, a built-in kickstand, well that is. What bugs me is your iPad should come with one of these already included, but it doesn't. Apple basically want you to buy one of the accessories which are really expensive and official. Reality is basically nobody buys the official products, so 2 hours after you buy your iPad, you know where you're going to be. Poundland. You're going to be in Poundland at 9 AM on a Saturday morning trying to find an iPad case or an iPad lead. You'll walk in Poundland full of hope. You'll see some cabbage fingers, you might buy them. You might buy some crisps or some knickknacks because they're quite nice. You'll go up to someone and say, right, excuse me mate, do you have any iPad leads? And he'll say, yeah mate, on aisle 4. This guy's probably like pissed out of his head or hungover from the night before. He's probably been raving till 4 AM. So you end up buying an iPad case for £1. You take it home, you put it on your iPad, it looks okay. One of the next jobs is buying millions of leads for the iPad or iPod. So you buy it, it looks great, it looks brilliant, you put it in, and then after about 2 days you realise you've got a frayed end. Another time something happens and it comes up and it will say, this accessory is not supported with Apple. What do? Do you any attention? No, click off it until the next time. You need a lead because Apple products are so damn slippery. The iPhone 5, I think it is, literally I picked it up the other day because I took it out of my crappy case, bought from Pound World. I picked it up and it literally just fell out of my hand like that. They need to make the products a bit more durable than that. It's like holding a slippery eel. It's just not on. You just get conflicting messages all the time with Apple products. For example, every now and then on his settings it'll come up with one of the red dots and it'll say, right, you need to update. So what you do, update it and click on the terms and conditions. You scroll down about 15 pages because no one ever reads them. We can send them by email, like anyone's going to read back. So you click on the thing, update it, and then you update the thing. It updates, it tells you about bug issues and all this crap. Problem is I've downloaded an update before on the settings on the Wi-Fi thing, and it says, and someone else had come up to me and said, listen, you can't do that. You have to do it via your iTunes. And you think, well, I don't have iTunes anymore. I've got rid of it because I'm now using Apple Music, which I'm paying for. If Apple don't want you to do an update over Wi-Fi, why do they give you that option? You should just say in big letters, put through your iTunes, don't do over Wi-Fi, because you'll probably mess your phone up that you've paid about 800 quid for. Another bugbear with Apple, again it's sounding nasty this, but they are good products, is the whiteness of everything. Now when I got my first phone in 2007, my first smartphone, not phone, it was quite a big deal because everything was new. You can go on the internet on it and all this kind of thing. I remember like unpacking it and you think, oh my god, look at it, it's white plastic. Well, this plastic's white. Oh, this is proper, like, you know, futuristic and stuff. It's like something out of 1984 or whatever it's Orwell guys. They're still doing it nowadays. It's like, well, forget the white plastic. We're not interested. We've all moved on from the white plastic. We don't want to know. Just use black plastic. When I see the colour white now, I just think iPhone problems. So I'm also, not only paying a monthly phone bill, I'm buying storage, apps, inbuilt apps and all this kind of thing. I'm also subscribed to Apple Music, which I've kind of taken over Spotify in a way. When I signed up for Apple Music, I thought, right, what I'll do, I'll dig my old iPod out. So I dug it out, and it's one of the old-fashioned ones with a wheel on it. Plugged it in, said, no, you can't use this one. You have to buy an Apple iPod Touch. So I thought, okay, how much are them then? You know, 50 quid maybe, 60 quid, 250 quid. So basically, Apple are always one step ahead of your game. You can't kind of keep up with them or outsmart them. They always outthink you. I know a lot of people say, you know, Samsungs are the be-all and end-all, but I've had a Samsung and they were even worse. So nothing you can do. You've got two choices. You can either stick with your iPhone or get a Nokia, an old-fashioned Nokia with the snake and the green screen. And to be honest with you, I'm really thinking about doing that at some point. Going back to 96. 96, the age of the Spice Girls, Oasis, Blur. Oh, them were the days. So not only am I paying 50 quid a month minimum for Apple products and chargers, devices, storage, films, you name it, I've also been kind of beaten into submission to use Apple Pay. I was in a shop the other day and I said to him, this guy, he put his phone on my doodah and he said, oh, you know, that's pretty good. I said, oh, what's that? He said, oh, it's an Apple Pay. I thought, right, what's that then? So you pay via your phone. I thought, that's clever, innit? I thought, oh, I'll get it on this then. He looked at me like I was a piece of scum. What have you got there? I said, it's Apple iPhone 5, this thing. Pretty good, isn't it? It's like 2 years old. No, mate. No, that's rubbish, that. So what do you mean? You need an iPhone 6 and above. I'm like, what do you mean by that? Basically, it's no good. Your product is defunct. And you think, well, 2 years ago, this was the best thing since sliced bread. I just realised that this video is a lot of whinging, and so apologies for that. Again, before I get like hit by Apple, I want to say that I do love your products when they are working, everything like that, but you need to make them more durable than what they are. It's an absolute joke how much they have to break, you have to look after them. It's absolutely just insane. You've literally got to hold them to your bosom 24/7. The final thing probably which sums Apple up more than anything, okay, is ringtones. You imagine, my iPod I bought was, I think it was £260 or something, which is a lot of money. It's a quarter of a way to £1,000. It's not like, you know, a bag of chips. Anyway, what really does my head in probably and symbolises the problems with Apple is the ringtones. So you buy it and you think, oh sweet. It's not like the old days of Nokia when you had quite a few ringtones and it was quite cool, you know, going through them, selecting them. Now this is my ringtone I've got at the moment, okay? Tiny Temper, pretty good. And notice this is a pound case bought from Poundland. Look at it. It's all frayed. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that dangling down like that, like a cobweb from a ghost story. You've got that, just rips. Look at that, just ripping from knife through butter. This is what I mean. You're spending hundreds of pounds on a product and you're carrying it around in a case that's manufactured in Bangladesh. Not that there's anything wrong with Bangladesh. So here are some of the default ringtones you can get on the iPhone, whatever it's called. Let's check out some of these beauties. This is called By the Seaside. Who's going to have that as a ringtone? Absolutely insane. You've got other ones, Hillside. Night Owl. Playtime. Sounds like Rumble Bungle Bears Come Back Home to Town. Twinkle. I'll restart that. Twinkle. Sounds like beginning of Mariah Carey. And Waves. I'll stick to my Tsunami, thank you. Oh my god. We have a Seaside again. Apple, carry on making good products, but please give us a case, give us some decent ringtones, stop ripping us off, stop giving us like 2 megabits of storage on an iPad which costs like 800 quid. Stop giving us crappy updates where you need to plug it into the iPhone, for bloody whatever it's called anymore. Just give us some respect, for God's sake. So please, I hope that you feel some catharsis after this, this experience. So what we'll do now, what you should do is hand everything back to Apple, but we're not. We'll all keep buying them, all keep updating them, and all keep using them, smashing them, repairing them, messing about with cables. There we go, nothing we can do. Anyway, bye.